Hi, I'm Debbie Lee, and I will be your instructor for English 111 this semester. I am very glad to get to know you and work with you over the fall semester. Um, Let me tell you a little bit about how the Moodle page is set up for our course, and so that you can see how to follow the assignments for each week. I set the Moodle page up by the week. So, besides this tab that has a lot of just reference material in it, you can see our week is August 15th through 21st, and it'll always be that August, the Monday through the Sunday. So let's take a look at. I'm going to go back through what we're going to do this week, but you can't see this on your page because it has been hidden from you, but next week you can see August 22nd through 28th, August 29th through September 4th, September 5th through 11th. So that's the way the page is set up, where we have the week set up Monday through Sunday. I suggest you go ahead and sign into the Moodle on Sunday and look and see what the assignments are going to be and what you have to read and view for the week. And then you'll know how much time you need to set aside to go through all the material and to do the assignments for that week. So please don't wait until Sunday night to sign in. Go ahead and sign in on Monday and see what you have so you can set it up so that you'll have plenty of time to get it done before it's due on Sunday night before midnight. So the due date for all the assignments will be Sunday night of that week before midnight. Okay, so this week, the way I have it set up is I always have this banner that says this week. Right now, for this week, you should be looking at the introduction to the instructor and the course. This is the weekly video that you're watching right now. And you click on this picture of me petting a dolphin, and that will take you to the current week's lecture. This week, the importance of being a global citizen. View the TED Talk on being a citizen of the world. And you can just scroll right down and see that it's listed right here. What does it mean to be a citizen of the world? Hugh Evans. And it's a TED Talk, and I'd like for you to view that, maybe make some notes on it, because we're going to have a journal to do next week that's going to ask you something about what is it like, what does it mean being a global citizen. Purpose, audience, and tone for academic writing. View the slideshow for this, and again, scroll down and find the slideshow for that. You can see all the different assignments, purpose, audience, and tone, slideshow on writing paragraphs, and then a reading assignment there at the end. So every week I set it up this way with this week and then what you have to do. Well, this week we will have topic sentences, view the slideshow presentation on writing paragraphs. That's going to help you with your introduction paragraph assignment that you'll have for this week. But it always needs, a paragraph always needs to start with a topic sentence that tells your reader what the paragraph's going to be about. So if you read that, right down here, slideshow on writing paragraphs, that's where you'll go for that information. And then finally, critical thinking, read in your textbook, thinking critically, challenging cultural myths. Now the thing is, because I know some people don't have their book yet, or I'm supposing that people don't have their book yet, I have put a link to it here. So if you click on that, you'll see that I copied and pasted right from the book. I won't always do this. You need to go ahead and get your book. But in case you didn't have it yet, I went ahead and posted a link to it here. So you need to read that also, so that you'll understand what it means to think critically, what it means to read things critically, and how we're going to deal with that as we go along. Okay, so there's the list of what we'll be doing this week. There are 3 graded assignments for this week. 3 facts about yourself to share with the class before Sunday at midnight. And here is the Padlet on which you will do that. You can, to do the Padlet, you can click on the little plus mark here. Always put your name in the subject area, otherwise I won't know who posted it, and it'll and you could end up getting a 0 because I didn't know who to associate the post with. So in the subject line, always put your name, and then down here where it says write something beautiful, write something fantastic, there's a little phrase it'll have there, and that's where you'll put in your 3 bits of information that tells the class something about you. And then I'd like for you to add a picture, and you can go here and take a photo from your webcam to post, or if you already have a picture that you would like to share with the class, then you can just go ahead and click on upload there and upload that picture too. I really want to see what you look like. I want to get to know you, and since we don't meet face to face, I really want to get to know you. Once you get all the information in here, you'll click on publish, and of course it's not letting me click on publish now because I don't have anything in there. But once you got your name and your information and your picture, then you go up there and click publish, and you will show up on the Padlet as well. Here's my sample. I always believe in doing what I ask you to do as a sample. So here I am, Debbie Lee. Here is a picture of my grandchildren. That's Oakley and that's Landon. And we went on a Christmas cruise with them. And one of the things that I really like is I love to cruise. So we had the opportunity. It was their first cruise, and they had a blast doing that. I also enjoy painting on canvas. I use acrylic paint on canvas. And I love my rescued bulldog, Minnie Pearl. Minnie Pearl is a cute little dog. I'll show you a picture of her later on so that you can get to know me a little bit better. And knowing her will be a way to get to know me a little bit. If you've got pets, I'd love to hear about your pets too. I like all kinds of pets. All right, so the other graded assignment is to complete the introduction paragraph. Now the document for that is down here under assignment documents. I always have this aqua border or tab right here that will have the document if you need information about an assignment. So here's the introduction paragraph assignment. You click on that and you will see a snapshot of the assignment. So you're going to write an introductory paragraph. Your purpose is to introduce yourself to the class, to me, and your audience is going to be your classmates and me. They're going to look at it and read it on the Padlet. They're going to look at it and see information about you. However, I'm the only one that will actually be reading these paragraphs that you write. The tone, you want to have academic tone, but you will have to use first person for this because it's about you. So normally in academic tone, we don't use first person. We write everything in third person. But since you're writing about yourself, first person is more than appropriate. And the length, 250 to 500 words. So the reason I want you to write several words is because I need to look at your writing. I'm going to give you feedback on this assignment, And the feedback that I'm going to give you is going to let you know some common mistakes that I saw that probably affect everyone, but particularly that affect you. Here are some information about making things academic tone. Don't use contractions. Unless asked, don't use first person or second person. This time we'll have to use first person because you're writing about yourself. You want to avoid slang, cliches, colloquialisms. You want to avoid exclamation points, excessive capital letters, bold letters, anything that you might think you can add to give emphasis. Don't do it. Not in MLA format. And we're going to be talking much more about MLA format next week. That means MLA format means Modern Language Association, and they have developed a format that everybody that writes about English courses, that writes in English courses, will use MLA format. When you get to English 112, if you're going to English 112, you will also learn APA format, but we're going to write in MLA format. Avoid shortened versions of words, like instead of saying TV, there was a TV show, go ahead and say television. Now, some of the things that we normally refer to with just an abbreviation or an acronym, then go ahead and when you use those, when you use those things, like DVR, for instance, we don't usually spell out what that is. So you can use those types of acronyms. Here's something that says you do not need to answer all of these questions, but you might want to consider 250 to 500 words. I'm thinking you probably need to, you might get stuck and need some ideas for what you could write about. So these questions were just things that will jog your memory and help you think of some things to write about. Please don't go down and 1, 2, 3 answer all those questions. Make your paragraph sound good so that it flows well and reads well. They're just to kind of jog your memory and give you an example. Please include anything else that you don't mind sharing with the class that you think will be interesting. And for the best grade, make sure you have the length, 250 to 500 words. And make sure you have a topic sentence and sufficient details to make this an interesting paragraph. So here's my sample. My name is Deborah Lee. It is a pleasure to introduce myself to the class. That's my topic sentence. And then I go on and give you some specific details about me and what's going on with me. I may not even have my current dog in the paragraph. Yeah, the last dog I mentioned is Frida. Frida has recently passed away, and I have a new bulldog now. So maybe I'll go back and change that in my sample paragraph for you. I'm always going to give you a sample when I ask you to write something, so you can always look back at that and see that just fine. Okay, so that is the assignment sheet for that. We have some other assignments this week, 2 other things to do. Right here, post at least 3 facts about yourself. We already looked at that. Complete the introduction paragraph. We just looked at the assignment sheet for that. And last, post a reply to one of the questions on the Padlet, Thinking Critically, Challenging Cultural Myths. And that is after you read from the chapter or from your book, or either from the this link here that I put the assignment up there for you to read. And so here's the other Padlet, and here are the questions you'll respond to. You only have to respond to one. What did you find most interesting about what you read? Share with the class. What did you agree with? Give some details. Be specific about what you agreed with, and tell me why. And then finally, what did you disagree with? In critical thinking, I'm not asking you ever to believe what you read, and I'm especially not trying to tell you what to believe. I'm simply trying to teach you to think critically about a topic. So you can hold an idea and examine it and decide what about it you think is interesting, what did you agree with, and what did you not agree with. You only have to answer one of these, but give me some specifics. And again, just like the other one, when you click on the plus sign, put your name. You won't be making, let me get rid of that. You won't be making a separate post here. You'll just be answering the question. So you answer the question by adding a comment. And when you add your comment there, please put your name first. So for instance, I might want to put Debbie Lee and a colon and then answer the question. That way I can give you credit for it because I'll know who it came from. If you don't put your name on it, I won't know who it came from. And that will be bad because you'll get 100 for doing this and you will get a 0 if you don't do it. So please put your name on it because I'll have to put a 0 if it doesn't have a name on it. All right, so those are the 3 assignments for this week. If there's anything that I can do to help you, if you get confused about something, please contact me. My contact information is over here. The best way to get in touch with me is this email. I check my email frequently while I'm at school, and sometimes I answer it so quickly it'll be like texting. You'll send me something and I'll answer it right away. That won't always happen, but I promise if you email me a request or something that is troubling you or you're having a little bit of a struggle with, email me and within 24 hours I'll be back in touch with you. Sometimes I'm fast. It just depends on what I'm doing at the time. If you call me at my office, I don't check that unless I'm at my office, but I'll check emails even if I'm at home like I am right now. So here my office hours or my student hours are Monday and Wednesday from 9 to 12. That means I guarantee I will be in my office from 9 to 12 and also from 3:30 to 4 because I have a late afternoon class that ends at 3:30, but they may have questions and need extra help, so I post that extra hour for that. More than likely during that time I'll be in the classroom with the students. On Tuesday I'll be doing virtual tutoring through the English Studio. We'll talk about the English Studio later on in the course, and we'll also talk about Smart Thinking, which is another tutorial service. But my hours working with the English Studio are Tuesday from 11:30 to 1:30. If you want to talk to me during that time, just go to the English Studio link and when you do that, I've got the English Studio directions down here. When you go to that link, you can set up an appointment with me during that time and I can meet with you then. If I don't have any appointments during that time and you want to meet with me during that time, then we can do a virtual meeting. I've got a Google Meet set up here that we can you can click on that and we can meet virtually. For those virtual meetings though, we'll need to arrange an appointment time because I won't be just sitting in the Google Meet waiting for somebody to show up. So let me know if you want to meet that way. Of course, you can always come to my office, and you'll find me in my office very often. I already sent out a course outline and syllabus to you. I've had a couple of students that said they didn't get it. So if you already gotten it, then and you have this document and you've already looked over it, then you're good. But if you have not, you want to look through this and read all of the information. This is a fully online course and runs Monday through Sunday. All assignments are due before midnight on Sunday of each week. The books for the course are these books. You can go to the Nash bookstore and get your books, or you can go online to the Nash bookstore and order your books and then just go pick them up. You can also get the books on Amazon or anywhere else. Some people like to rent the book instead of buying it, so I'll leave that up to you. We do have a new book this time, 12th edition, and the 12th edition is a new book, and so you won't be able to buy a used book for this course, but you'll need to get that new edition. For the Little Seagull Handbook, you can get a used one because you won't need a code. You won't need to buy a code for that book. It's just a reference book, and I use it that way. So you won't be getting any real assignments from that book. The student learning outcomes and all this stuff, I'm going to let you read that on your own. The course grade, 60% of the grade comes from 3 core assignments. And the coursework that is assigned weekly, just like those 2 Padlet assignments. And the, what was the other assignment? 2 Padlets and, your introduction paragraph. Those would be labeled coursework, and all of those all together, we'll have more of those than these 3. And those count 35% of your grade. We'll be taking a midterm about halfway through where you'll have to write something for that. And I'll be going over, that with you when the time comes. That counts 5%. So 35 and 5 is 40, and 60 is 100%. That's where your grades come from. We are on a 10-point scale, as all Nash Community College courses are. So 90 and above is an A, 80 and above is a B, 70 and above is a C, and we're not going to talk about anything below 70 because I want you to get at least a C in the course so that it can be used towards your degree, and so you can transfer to another school if you so desire to do that. You got to get a C or better in order for it to transfer. This is information about Turnitin. When you get to turn in your paragraph that you've written, I think it'll be self-explanatory, but if we can go back and look at the Moodle page, if you need help with that, up here under this block where there's some information here about how to create and share a Google Doc, and I 100% recommend that you use Google Docs because they automatically save. And so if your power goes out, your computer blows up, whatever happens, it will save the document. And I sincerely hope you'll use Google Docs. How to submit a Turnitin assignment is right here, and you can just follow the directions there step by step on how to turn it in. I think you'll do fine with that, and you won't need for me to show you step by step how to do it. But if you do need for me to show you, email me. Let me know. All right. So there's other information in there. So feel free to look around check out the course. I'm only going to open it 1 week at a time because I find that students get kind of confused and will switch from 1 week to the next and overlook some things. So I just do it 1 week at a time. There may be times when I release a couple of weeks at the same time, but for right now, just 1 week at a time. Okay, well, that is this week. That's what the course is all about. And I am looking forward to working with you very much. And here's my last word of advice. Please, please, please don't ever be upset, frustrated, banging your head against the wall because you don't understand something. It's not working. It's not making sense. Please let me know so I can help you. That is what I get paid for, and that is what I enjoy. I enjoy working with students and helping. So until next time, I'm going to say goodbye. Be in touch with me if you need me, and I'll see you next time.